Oh, you want to play the Rondo on Turca? That's right, okay, we can do that. If you play first flute. Oh, okay, okay. Julin, tell me, how old are you? How long have you been playing the flute? You like it, huh? I heard you playing the piccolo the other day. It's pretty cool. And tell us about your headpiece.
So this is a Alexander Epler wooden crocus wood headpiece made in my local city, Seattle.
Wonderful, and you really like it, huh?
It is 273.
Really, number 273. And I see the way it's cut, so this really holds your lip in place right here, right? But I think you can hold your lip in place anyway. Have you tried any gold? You gotta clean this. Have you tried any gold flutes since you've been here?
Yeah.
You like them? Yeah, they're kind of nice, aren't they? Gonna get one day? A few years, yeah. Yeah, a couple of years. Maybe you'll win a scholar. You can win something to buy you a flute. There you go. Always clean it, okay? Okay, you line it up. How do you like it? Are you ready there, Catherine? Yes.
Tune up, Julin.
And did Sir James talk to you about tuning with a D minor chord? Okay. Play more than one note on the flute because, not only hear notes, I'm sure if I say play more than, what a great assistant. If I say play more than one note, he'll play a lot of notes. So we talk about playing D natural because it gets the air down to the bottom of the flute, and we've been sitting there, and the poor flute is getting cold up. What else? Yeah. Good, okay. much.
In the
Yeah.
winter we do, but not in summer.
No, I know, summer's
You-
great, yeah, I know Seattle. I like Seattle. Do you like to swim? Yeah, do you like to jump in the deep end? You got a pool in the backyard, so you swim a lot, okay? Yeah, and so if you're gonna, and you swim in the lake? Okay, well, in the lake, you have to say, I don't know how big your pool is, I have a big pool at home too. And I like to swim back and forth all the time, but I take lots of little breaths. But my husband, he likes to swim too. And, well, I don't know if he likes to swim, but I tell him he should swim, so he swims. So anyway, but my husband, what he likes to do is he likes to look at the end of the pool, and he says to himself, I'm going to do this in one breath. And because he practices his breathing, that's his goal. Now, he might not be a fast swimmer, but he thinks about the breath. So what he does is he takes a really good breath, and then he lets it out he holds it, and when he comes up for an air, he takes another breath. But what he does is he breathes from way down here. And if you breathe from down here, you don't breathe from up here, and you don't put tension. How does this feel? Goodbye, see you later. Sore back? Doesn't that feel good? Yeah.
Hurts a little bit.
Hurts a little, yeah, I'm sure, I'm sorry. Okay, so what I'm gonna tell you is this, is that now you're getting older. How old are you? When's your birthday? Oh, so you got a long time, okay. Well, you're halfway in the year, okay? So now that you're getting older, you're gonna be 10 soon, which is, your lungs get much bigger when you're 10 and 9, right? Yeah. So I would like you to think, when you take a breath, not to breathe up here, but to breathe here. So I would like you to do that once without the flute. Am I allowed to do this?
Absolutely.
You can smack if you want.
So I want you to breathe down here. Okay, now I want, here, put your hands here. So what I do is I open my throat and I think, and I push the cold air down. Okay, not up here. Okay, I want you to blow out, blow out. No, out. Wait. Don't think of breathing. Don't think of breathing, okay? I want you to exhale. No, wait. Now take a breath down here. Okay, can you take a breath? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna exhale, and we're gonna put our hands on our stomach. Okay. So we're gonna breathe out. And I'm gonna breathe in and move my hands. Pretend you're Santa Claus, okay? And you're gonna fill that belly full of air, okay? So exhale. Inhale. Come on, more Santa Claus. Exhale. Inhale. Yeah, this is where you gotta fill, okay? This is where he's gotta fill, because this will help him now that he's getting older. When you're young, you don't have the lung capacity, but I'd love to see him get it out of his shoulders. He's such a natural player that we want to get it down here. Okay, so what you can practice, I used to have a teacher that did this, but I don't think I would do this. I'll show you here. Come on over here. But I didn't like this so much because it hurt my stomach, and I used to have to go. It's basically, all you're doing is you're pushing the air down to this area. No, but I don't want you to do that because your breakfast might be disturbed. All right? So that's the first thing to think of. That's the only thing I want you to think of at the moment. Because you have such a beautiful sound that, and I know you love to play the flute. What you want to do is you want to keep this open. And when you breathe from the top, sometimes it gets up here. So when I breathe from the bottom, listen to the difference in my sound. If I breathe in the bottom, if I breathe in the top, it's more closed. Wait, I can't do it. Did you hear the difference? So when you're home, you practice breathing from the bottom, front, lower with your teacher, okay? The next thing I want to look at with you, because you play so well, is that to think of longer lines. So let's look at in other words, this is what I don't want to hear. More. See how that was nice and smooth? Bravo! Yeah, kind of. Well, it will.
If you do it right.
If you do, but you did it right. Now, so what you want to also maybe look at with your hands is keep them, see now, you've got nice long fingers. And your fingers are even gonna get longer, because I bet you're gonna be tall, right? Your dad's tall, right?
Not really.
It looks tall to me.
Mother's soul.
Yeah, tall, you're tall, taller than Sir James. Right? That's tall to me. Okay. Anyway, he looks tall when he sits down. So there you go. Okay, but you've got long fingers. So this guy, we're gonna work on this tomorrow. Make sure you come to the morning class, because we're gonna work on all this tomorrow. You're gonna eventually play a little bit on the side here, because then your hand, this guy, because I know at the moment you're young, but Mary, you know how to show them this anyway, right? That we play a little bit like this. So then when you lift your fingers, and it doesn't have to be exactly like that, it can kind of be like that, but we don't want them flat, okay? So these are things you work on, and we're gonna work on an exercise tomorrow is gonna help you. And I know it's hard because the flute is heavy and you're small. Eventually also your teacher's gonna help you do that. So if your fingers are kind of like very soft like this moving, then it's easier to play very smooth, okay? Try that once more. Good, now when you do, very good, Julie. Now when you do this note here, you can play it smooth. So when you lift up this note here, very gentle. Very good, we caress the notes. Caress the notes. And this is because I'm sure you can play very well, very fast, right? Yeah, right. So you also want to develop, like Sir James has, a very smooth way of playing, okay? Bravo! Bravo! Doesn't it nice? Feels nice, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It's more about playing, and the audience doesn't hear all the mistakes, do they? We do a lot of clunkers sometimes, right? And if you make a mistake, don't let the audience know you made a mistake. Don't go like this at the end of your concert or anything. I liked the way you looked and you bowed. Very important. Very good. Now let's try it. So right from the beginning too, where we have this. Well, here we are. So when I'm playing the G, I'm thinking of putting down the F very gently. You see? Now, I'll tell you why. Because you see, the way that the flute is made, you know, we bring things up and down all the time. But you see, when you play a G, the air comes out here, right? And when you play an F, the air comes down here, and you're in the middle of the tube. So it's going to have a different sound. It's going to sound da-da, unless you blow through the notes and you press it very gently. Good, very good. And D natural, the D natural we have to blow, point a little more up. Beautiful. Good, because the D natural's flat on the flute. You see, lots of times it's not you, it's the flute. It's the
That's what I
flute.
told my mom.
That's what you tell your mom. You say, Mom, it's not me, it's the flute. Right? I know, but we can't use that as an excuse. Because you heard some really great solo playing this week, huh? Gives you some inspiration. Oh, you haven't seen the guys dancing and playing Tico Tico yet, have you? These are the older students who have been with us since, not quite as young as you, but I believe that, well, Albert came to us when he was 13. And you know what the first thing he said at the course to Sir James? I can't wait till my mother goes home so I can be by myself. And guess what? He had to wait 5 years. He had to wait till he was 18. No, but anyway, it's fun. Okay, let's hear it once more from the beginning. Then I would love to play a duet with you. Now just one thing there, Julin. When you're playing that C natural, what are you thinking? Right, okay, I want you to think a little bit about sending the sound. Can we just open those shutters a tiny bit? All the way, it's not sunny. Okay, let me give you some light. In music, music moves forward, and our sound has to move forward and spin. You have a beautiful sound, but what I would like to hear is more, we always want to develop more and more color in our sound. So we want to think about sending our sound out. So as you play, you see between those trees there, there's a bit of light? I'd like you to think of spinning your sound out there. So when you play your long notes, open your throat a little bit and think of spinning your sound right out there, and there's mountains behind there, okay? So you're going to go over the Swiss Alps. One more, okay, now that was beautiful, but now we want to get it even to the next note too. So even though the music goes down, the sound has to continue over. See, that's where I put my air. Okay, so I'd like to, on your C, I want you to play, can you play for me C, B flat, C, but crescendo to the B flat. And now at the very end of the C, open the throat, so we're going, so nobody knows that you're going to press your finger down there. It's going to be a big surprise because you're keeping such a beautiful color in your sound. Very good. Now on this tonguing. Pretty cool, huh? You like that? Did you like it, class? Yeah, really. Very good. Okay, now tonguing. Da 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 ta 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 also moves forward. So we don't want the tongue to like be a little too heavy. Da 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 ta 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 ta. Maybe a little, very good. Can you say for me ta ta? Ta ta. Da ta 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 ta. You see, instead of ta ta ta, but ta ta ta. And when I go ta ta, it lifts, doesn't it? Instead of sitting on it. Okay, right there. Da 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 ta. Very good. I don't want to stop you, but I have an idea that's going to help you. Very good. Beautiful. Because you want to take, because at the moment your lungs are a little smaller than mine, got to practice swimming. No, I'm only kidding.
I went swimming this morning.
You did, not in the lake. And you have no icicles on you? Cold,
My
isn't
mom
it?
flipped me over a few times.
Your mom flipped you over, you must have a lot of fun. You said, look like a guy who has fun in life. Okay, well you're going to take a breath after this high F, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also going to get you not to take a breath there. But at the moment, if you take a breath and then you have a long phrase of moving notes, lean on this note a little bit because that's going to help you go down the hill. You know, you roll down a hill, or if you're running down a hill, right? You run to get there. But what we do in music is we don't get off the first note too soon. Because you're taking a breath, we go. And then the audience actually thinks that the way you're phrasing it is very beautiful, not, oh, he needed a breath there. Da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Right, and maybe you can take a smaller breath. Don't open, try not opening your mouth. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. Now, can you try that for me? When you're on that high F, not to get so full, and try the whole thing on one breath. Bravo! Yeah! Okay? Are you dizzy or anything? Okay, very good. How did that feel?
Oh,
A
man.
little better. It's easier, isn't it? And you know, because you're by yourself, don't tell anybody, but you can speed up a tiny bit. Okay? Wasn't that nice?
Yes.
Okay? And again, the other thing is, if you're not moving your fingers so high, you're going to use less energy, which means your breaths are going to be longer. Last time, and then we're going to go to the end. you keys, but we'll be talking tomorrow about the right hand. Well, if you want to play with me, I'm honored. Does anyone have a music stand with them?
Julin doesn't need one.
Well, I actually don't need one either, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I need it. Let's have it. I've got it anyway here. Okay? Would you like a little water? we're playing together, and we're gonna breathe like this. Once more. Ready? Play. Oh, it's on an E, so ready? Play. Right, tia ta ta ta. Okay, right there. Tia tia ta 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 tum. Keep it very lively all the time because the violins are going very short, and you want to match the violins on the piano. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. The other thing is when you're tonguing, make sure your tongue is not hitting your teeth. Okay? You don't want to do that, especially as your teeth get bigger. Okay? Thank you. I love